Alright, y'all, I'm back with another vid. Just a mukbang with pizza rolls. Pizza rolls. I like pizza rolls. They one of my favorite snacks. Hold on. Let me get this. They one of my favorite snacks. Well, food, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I love pizza rolls. And I love ramen noodles. Yeah, they're good. And I love Mountain Dew too. Don't mind the crying in the back. He's a little upset right now. But I'm be recording, eating pizza rolls, telling you about some stories that happened. First, I'm gonna start off with the story when I was like 9. I had a friend, his name was Lee. His stepdad was like my grandpa. He was with my grandma for a long time or whatever. His stepdad, and then he ended up leaving her a long time ago or whatever. And then he dated this other girl, and her son name was Lee or whatever. And I still always was in his stepdad's life, kinda, I guess, if that's what you want to say. But he was still kind of like my grandpa. I used to always go over there, and then me and Lee was friends. He was kind of like a bigger cousin or something to me, you know. That's what happened. One night I stayed over there, and his stepdad used to let him park his car in the driveway or whatever, let him drive it because he had his permit. So one day I'm like, whenever we wake up, we should steal your dad's step car and drive around the block. So then the next day came, and that's whenever I'm like, oh, can we steal? Can we take the car? He's like, yeah, fine, let's take the car. And then that's when he's like, yeah, let's take the car. So we went out there. They had like a driveway right here, and a driveway right here, and in the middle part it was just like flowers. So he was just going around the driveways, and then I'm like, let's go around the block now. He's like, all right. So we going down the street. He's going like 20 miles. He was only going like 25 miles. He was all scared. He thought the cop was gonna pull him over. So when we turn the corner, there's an alley. It's his alley is the one behind his house. So then we turned down that alley because he thought a cop was gonna come or something. So he started footing it and down the alley, going 50 or 60. I remember it was one of them two. And then he was zooming. I'm like, slow down, slow down. I was in the driver's seat with him because I just want to be in the driver's seat too. I thought it was cool. I guess. So then we in the driver's seat. I'm all against the door. He's driving. We're both all skinny man. Skinny man, skinny man. Yeah. So then that's when he tried to turn the corner out the alley, and he thought he could drift, and he couldn't. So he only turned the wheel like this much, still going like 50. He was not slowing down. He went from boom right into a tree. The front of the car was like this. It was like a V because the smashed it. We had no seatbelt on. He bounced his head off the windshield. I hit the door real hard. Gave me a little small fracture or whatever. We was laughing, and then I started feeling the pain in my elbow. This kid, he was scary, bro. I was, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass and stuff like that. I told him that. I called him a bitch and shit. And told him that this shit wasn't funny. He thought it was funny. It wasn't even funny. The shit was serious. So then, that's when we got out the car. And we had our friend Christian too, but he didn't want to get in the car. He stayed on the porch. So we come back around walking. So then that tells you why he did not want to get in the car. He knew we was going to crash. Well, Lee, because his ass could not drive. So then he told his mom that someone had stole the car. And I'm walking home. I live right down the street. I'm walking home because I live right down the street or whatever. And I'm limping. My leg hurts. My elbow hurts. The cops end up showing up at my house, asking questions about what happened, about the crash. They said, Lee said that someone stole the car. Is it true? I snitched on him. I said, yeah, he's the one that stole the car. I'm not like that no more. Don't free none of the snitches. Keep them locked up behind them bars. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Alright. So then that's whenever we hit the tree or whatever, and then I walk home. We go to the hospital. They told me I had a small fracture, and yeah. So then that's the end of that story. I still hung out with them after that though. I don't know why, but the dude was funny. He was trouble though. He always got into a lot of trouble. He always tried to get me in trouble. That's why I was like so bad. I used to throw big old rocks at cars when they drove past. I was like 9 doing this stuff, thinking it was cool. And yeah. So one day, we was at my house. We picked up a handful of them little rocks, and we put big rocks on top or whatever. And there was this beast car driving past. It was sounds all good and stuff. So we threw the rocks in the air. It was bah, 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 and smacking all onto the car. The windshield cracked and stuff. So we hurry up and run behind the fence or whatever. And then we go inside because it's and then it starts reversing. So we run inside. And then my aunt was like, what was that? And then Lee wanted to make up this lame excuse talking about he said it was a raccoon hissing. Oh my god. I agreed thinking it was a good idea. And it wasn't. That was the most lamest excuse ever. Like, really? A raccoon? She said, oh, knowing we was lying. But she just, I don't know, didn't care, I guess. Well, the end of that story, I guess. And then, so, that, we still hung out. We always hung out. We hung out a lot because I thought it was fun to get in trouble. And one day, we was with these one dudes that was twins or whatever. They went in this, like, abandoned factory that been up for years. It was the Pillsbury Doughboy factory or whatever. There was some work trucks in there. So then we was with the twins and we was playing truth or dare or whatever. We dared them to go up in there, steal the truck, and drive it around. So then we was recording them. Why they got in the truck, they started it. The keys was in there. I don't know why, but the keys was in there. They was driving the work truck around. It was a white truck with a red little bag that dumps. And then we was that was driving around. I didn't get up in there. I used to just walk around up in the little abandoned factory or whatever. Yeah, I didn't get up in there or nothing. Then after that, they got out the truck or whatever. And then like an hour later, we see the cops there and the workers. They was saying that the truck was moved because they parked it somewhere else and got out. I don't know why they didn't park it back in the same spot, but they parked it somewhere else and got out. And then we went back to his house. They didn't know who did it. There was mattresses in the back. It's my little brother Jason. Yeah, that's him. That's Jason right there. Right there. He camera shot, I guess. This is the dog, as you can see. His little eyeball. He's staring at my pizza rolls. So yeah, man. There was a mattress in the alley or whatever. We used to go back there and smoke. Well, they did. I didn't. I was like 9 years old, man. And then they had a lighter. They lit the mattress on fire. A whole bunch of flames. Black smoke, everything. The fire department comes. It was right behind his house. They didn't even knock on our door or nothing. And there was an abandoned house right next door. He ended up lighting the garage on fire. The cops ended up coming to his house on that one. And yeah, he went to jail. He ended up going to jail. That's his dog. name is Cool Boy. No, I'm just playing. That ain't his name. I don't know his name. I think his name is something like Dog. No, I'm just saying.
What?
Something I want you guys to know though. Pizza rolls are good.
Yeah.
They're one of the best food ever.
Hey, I like paper rolls.
You heard him? He likes paper rolls. Not the same. He likes pizza rolls. He likes Popeyes too. They think really good also. But I'm gonna end this mukbang right here, man. Mukbang, whatever you want to call that stuff, man. I'm gonna end it right here. As y'all can see, my other brother. Oh! As y'all can see, my other brother right there, Zayden. Add him on Snapchat, Zayden.190. Add me on Snapchat at DevinSoCool1469. Yeah. And that's it. Oh, add me on the game to PlayStation. You know, see the PlayStation? Yeah. It was on YouTube. But add me on PlayStation at D__greens with a Z at the end for greens. And then __14. I'll see you in the next video. Hold on.